hello, hello. Hi, Kay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I wanted to just sit there and listen to music and not hit that go live button. It's challenge day, and I have already had my share of challenges if you read my Discord. But I have the charca set up. I am not going to guarantee that I'm going to get any yarn spun on it. Um, Here is my history with the charca. Never heard about it, never knew about it till about 3 years ago. Mm, Let me take that back. Probably a little bit longer. Back before the pandemic, when I was getting together with my knitting friends and we would do spinning every once in a while, one of them who um, had a charca but wanted to buy a better one brought it to me at the meeting, at the get together at the bookstore, and said, "Here, I'm going to teach you how to do this because you want this." I'm like, "Oh, I don't think so." But she did, and I inherited the charca. It is, she wanted one of the Jonathan Bosworth ones, which are like the Cadillac of charcas. Okay. Um, and this one is not. Um, it's not cheap. Okay, there are very, very, very cheap ones, um, and it's not top of the line. Okay, so it's just a standard one. It took me 45 minutes to set it up because I have not had it out for a year. I literally have not had this out since last Tour de Fleece Challenge Day. I don't think I did it on stream, but I might have. I don't know. If I did, I may or may not have kept it. Anyway, I made myself a cheat card. Okay. And you can't read this. I'm not expecting you to read this, but this is it, step by step, how to put it together, what goes where, with a few exceptions that I knew the gist, but I was like, this isn't working, this isn't work. Oh, I have this backwards. Right. Now it's working. Right. Okay. And then how to take it apart and store it. And you'll see why when you see, because it all stores in one little box, which is pretty cool. And I can't get all of it in the camera. It is, when it is opened up, it is, let's see, 2.5 feet long. When it's folded up, it's half of that. So if I did any spinning on it, that's probably about right. I have high hopes. I I have it set up so that it fed on some wool. The whole problem is if I could spin wool on it, I probably would. I'd make yarn easily. But you can't spin wool thin enough to put on as tiny of a spindle as it is. You fill it up in with 5 yards of wool. It's made for very thin spinning with um, cotton. I have not tried silk. That is one thing I have never tried. I do have a little bit of silk roving here. I could maybe try that first and see what happens. I might surprise myself. I think I did try silk though, on my own, not on stream before, but on my own. But let me grab some of this silk and let's see what we have here. This, I don't think this is gonna go either. All right. So anyway, I'll do this until I get really, really frustrated. But it took up I am even sitting in a different place. It's the entire thing in front of me. My keyboard is over here on a trunk. you know, I had to. totally try and rearrange, and I still don't have the whole thing in there, and it's really hard to see the spindle, unfortunately. So let's go to, other than that, it's been a pretty good day. How about you, Kay? You had a good day? I also can't get used to the fact that everything in that camera that I see is backwards, right? The big wheel that you turn is right there. Okay, so it turns like this. Has a lovely sound, and I'm sure you can hear it. The spindle, which I thought I would focus on more, is right there. The spindle is this, which is just going off camera, and I wonder if I can back it up a little bit. I think I can back it up a little bit, like that. That's a little more visible. The thing is, you're supposed to spin off the tip this way, right? So I'm going to move my chair so I'm sideways to you and more direct on to the thing. Let's see if I can get this turned around here like that. I have plenty to spin. I have plenty to choose from. I have a shoebox full of cottons, and these are quite fun with lots of variety. And that is some that I have spun over time. I got a little bit better, a little thinner. Those are singles, of course. So what I have the most of is this right here. It's Slaver. It's been dyed, and it's black and white, or gray and white. And it is immensely short, just immensely short. You got some spinning done at work. Oh, good. You missed vacation. Yeah. I know. I am ready for TDF to be done. One of the hard part, I can't put a leader on it. I tried. And I can't get it tied tight enough. I think maybe I'll try a cotton leader though before I get started here. I was messing with wool. This is really thin. I should have brought my black cotton in. Maybe I can do it double. That didn't work at all. I think I have that going on. I do. I lucked out and I put it the right way. Okay. That worked. Now let me tie a knot at the end here. Make my loop. It'd be so nice if you could just stick the cotton in there and spin from it straight. I am going to try it, but I am pretty sure it won't work. All right, wind back up there. I have a hitch in my... I don't want to wind it that way. Okay. Put a little twist in it. Twist isn't down there yet. Twist is there now. The thing is, you can't draft the cotton out thin enough, and I have seen my friend do it, but I can't figure out how to do it. It has to do with pulling it at the exact same time that you're putting twist into it, and it is slipping for me. Am I not on the... Yep, on the right place. And yeah, my hand goes all the way out of the camera. And it came wound off the thing. So what I've been doing is taking it over a fold over my finger. I waste a lot this way, but and it's basically the equivalent of park and draft. Put a little twist in, pull a little fiber out. For me, I can't do a scoop and or pull and keep. But a lot of people who spin on drop spindles and on charkas are park and drafts kind of thing. Come on. And of course, I am getting the world's thickest cotton ever. This all would be improved immensely if I would just practice. I will say I didn't struggle a lot like I did first time I tried this, so that means my fingers did remember a little. The reason my friend got to be so good is she had a elderly mother that that broke her hip and she had to stay. And she passed the time by spinning on a charka. Hi, Veggie. It's going okay. I'm glad it's going to be over though soon. It's about time I clean my house. I know. You can just barely see my hands there. There we go. Now, I brought my hand carders and I am going to make a roll log after this. So this is trying to spin straight from the way the prep comes, the cotton comes, which is like a sliver, or I think they have another name for it too. Can't think what it is right now. Cleaning, ooh. So it's doable. Definitely doable. Easiest because you don't have to do anything further to it, but it's making pretty thick cotton. And you can't spin from the end of it. You gotta start it from over the fold in the middle and just spin it folded over and pulled out from the fold. I don't keep it over my finger. I fold it over there to start it, but fell apart. Veggie, have you ever spun on a charka? Do you have a charka? Probably the slowest spinning you'll ever see me do. If I could spin this really thin, it wouldn't fill that spindle up so fast. I just cannot get it thinner. And most certainly I'm not getting it even. And I cannot pull back against that spindle like I've seen some people do. Well, I ended up streaming tonight because hubby and I decided not to go Shakespeare. Um, it is just beastly hot, and didn't feel like sitting in an outside amphitheater to watch it, even at 8 o'clock at night. We may go tomorrow. There's a slight possibility it'll cool down a little bit tomorrow. Or we just may not go at all. Uh-oh. I needed twist. Give me twist. Quick. Twist, twist, twist. Almost lost it. So sadly, the story on my Aura is hubby got the part to the original to snug fit back into where it was supposed to and stay, which it wasn't doing. But and it spins because I spun on it today. But it is like extra work to treadle. Somehow, even, and I messed with the drive bands. It has two bands, and I messed with those, and you know, in on the whole, I think I got the bands set the best way they could. One of the things I realized probably was going on was during the period of time that it wasn't working well before it stopped completely holding those treadle uprights into the position it needed to be. The footmen that go up I was adjusting my drive bands to get it to go, and I had my drive bands really a lot different than I needed them for when it works the way it's supposed to work. So I had to mess with that, figure that out. But hubby can't do anything, and he's saying contact Magicraft for parts. And I actually talked to a Magicraft dealer. She's in Tennessee. Because I had I had gotten her name as a dealer off of the Magicraft page, and I called, and of course I got a voice message, so I left her a message, and that was last week, and I totally forgot about it. And she called back today, and I mean, as soon as she said who she was and where she was from, I was like, oh, I forgot I called you. I'm glad you called back. But yeah, she's like, I can't even order that. She said, because they're not going to know what exactly I'm talking about when it's not something common like a bobbin or a drive band, you know. So she said, email Magicraft. And she also said, if they don't want to mail to you directly because they're coming into the U.S. and they only have, there's restrictions or whatever for them to bring things in, except through a dealer. She said she'd do it. She'd be very happy to have them use her mailing address. So that was good. It would mean I'd have to go down to Tennessee to pick it up or pay for mailing, one of the two. Depends on what we want to do. At the rate gas is now, it's almost better to go ahead and let her mail it, but postage isn't cheap either. There's no cheap way to get stuff anymore. I tell you right now, I'm doing this to get the muscle memory and practice and all that, but I hate this yarn. I hate it. And look at that. There's a cottonseed. You're kidding me. Where'd it go? I lost it. I think it's there or something. Anyway. I don't know the first way to stop. I guess I can stop like that. It's not spiked, but I feel like it ought to be. All right. What other kind of cotton do I have in here? This should be the same prep. Oh, this is like what I got at my spinning cotton class. And it shows regular cotton and prime cotton. I'm not going to use that right now. This is my organic. That's all I got. What I bought the most, I bought from the Woolery. Is this cotton? It sure is. This is the cotton that she grew. All right, I'm going to take this off. And had process. She grew cotton and had it ginned because she was growing. Okay, I got to back up. Let me find something to wrap this on. Okay. When I went to SOAR, I took a spinning cotton class, and that was just last fall. And she was saying that the whole problem with why we can't spin cotton is because we're trying to spin what they're selling to us, which is them using the same cotton that's being grown now to make cotton clothes, to send to the mill and make thread that we then get our t-shirts made out of and all that. Okay. It's very short stapled because long staple gets messed up in their gin. It messes their gin up. They want the short staple. So what she did is started pulling the longest seeds from the longest staple that she could find currently, which was Sea Island cotton, and then bred that and kept the seeds from the longest staple resulting cotton that came up for her, and grew those until she got to the point where she had a longer stapled cotton. And that's what this supposedly is. And I am going to be able to tell right away. There is no way that was what, okay, this is what was on the Charco when she gave it to me. That's how she spun. This is why I'm so embarrassed. I am like so sad that I can't learn to do this. Wonder what would happen if I tried to apply this. You don't ply on a charca, by the way. I would have to use a drop spindle, or something like that. Which, ironically, I do not have any drop spindles here in my spinning room. They're all out in the living room, which is too bad. All right. I don't like what I'm doing here. I need to do this different. How about I use a ruler? All right, normally you would take this bobbin off and put it on something that would free turn. Yours is really overspun. No surprise. Oh, there it goes. Now it's winding off. It sticks to itself because it's so thick and thin.
I'm a responsible meat man.
Okay. Sounds like my music's going to the ad. We're gonna mute that. Oh, that's nice. There's only one ad. There you go. My sum total of spinning cotton so far. So, if this spins really nice, I wonder if I can, if she's, I don't think she's selling it. She said she was, because somebody asked and she's like, well, no, I'm using what I got for class teaching. All right, I need to open the loop back up here. There we go. This is really nice. Gosh, this doesn't feel like. See how it's all fluff like wool? However, it does not want to draft. Stay put, Charka. I tried this on a, only thing we took to class was a drop spindle. Nobody had a Charka. She did not talk about spinning on a Charka. So I knew I could spin really nice on the drop spindle. And it is, oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to look up her website again and see. Because this is the answer. This is how you make pretty cotton. Now that got a little thick. A little thick. It is hard. It is hard to draft. I only have one spindle also. That part I don't like either. I guess you can buy more. I don't know how I find the kind that would fit this for sure. It's got to fit right in here. Oh, it's not in the camera. It's got to fit this area right there. My headphones falling off on top of everything else. But she was spinning half the size of what I'm spinning, what I took off here. So I still, and I know that's a drafting thing. But I may get that in a little bit here. It's not staying put.
If you're a Kentucky homeowner, 2022 is your last chance to go solar. In December of 2020, Congress passed an extension to the solar
What's
investment
going
credit
on
that gives
here?
homeowners on average of $9,800 to install solar panels. See how much you can get paid for going to
I gotta find another. I never did ask my friend where she used to get her cotton to spin. ask her next time I see her. Oh, and the other thing I didn't do was make a roll log, hand card and roll log. I need to try that too. Okay. I know this is weird, but just I know I can spin this good. I am not going to spin it. That sounds weird, but this is all about practicing, experimenting, right? So I'm going to try silk next. This is so slubby. I don't think it's going to want to. This probably isn't the silk I want to use. It's too slubby. I don't have any good silk in the room, do I? Nope. All right. Fortunately, my hand cards are very fine tooth, because I got them to do Angora with. have a knitting needle here. This is what I do when I'm using my hand cards and I really want a row log. Can you see? Make the row log over the knitting needle. Just like your blending board, really. Come on, let's get all of it going here. There you go. So technically this would be called a puni. I no longer have gray and white because we just blended it. Might not be enough in this one to make a good puni. I think one that got too fat. That also spins really nice. I'm getting too much twist in it, but well, this is the way to go. If you can keep if you can get twist in it before it falls apart. Wish I could keep this from scooching around. Oh, so first I had it break. It's a little easier to draft in the Puni, but it's the tendency is for it to get really bunched up further down here, and then it's not pulling out very even. I thought I was going to get a smoother yarn with this, but really I'm not. But again, this is the gray and white. It's the really short stapled stuff, so that's why I'm not getting. I was getting a lot thinner with that white. Well, if I did this for 2 hours a day for the next 6 months, I would probably be very good at it. Whew. I tell you, I am uncomfortable though. This is not the best way to sit. Oh, I prefer to sit straight on to the spinning wheel. This is so stiff inside. Oh, you can't see it. This is so stiff inside. It feels like it. I thought I left my pencil in it. This isn't a really good, very good puni. I think I pulled it too tight. There we go. Pre-drafting a puni. That's not something you've heard of before. Not really spinning off the tip there. Wonder if that makes a difference. It does, I think. I think I need to pay attention to that. I was sort of spinning off the side. I think that's still the same. Oh, I know what it is. You have to hold it a little sideways or it doesn't go off the tip. Okay. I was going straight out. That's the no-no. Don't go straight out. From the tip. Spin to the side, just like that. Okay. This makes me happy. I feel this is a success. I'm going to stop with this roll log. I was going to try silk, but the silk I've got is slubby. And what I really need to find out is if I can make a really nice, thin, smooth silk. Kind of like almost like silk embroidery thread, right? With this. So I got to find a real smooth silk. Or bamboo or something like that. To try. And I will do that before I put the charka up. I'll do that. Off stream. Oh, goodness. If I had my own studio, I'd wish I had my own studio. Then I could just leave my charka up. Practice on it every day. But almost done. does teach you patience. Oh, it fell apart. Okay. Let's get a little more twist in this. Down to the end of that little pony, and it's just all falling apart here. Has no connectiveness. Except down here at the little end here, I still have some pooniness. Okay. That's, oh, I still have a little bit of a pony here. Boy, talking about good to the last whiff of fiber here. Ooh, right down to the bottom. How about that? Okay, I am calling it done for tonight. And the reason being is I need to get this second table back into the living room so hubby can have it. Alrighty. Well, we did it. I did it. Yay. Awesome. Okay, it is Thursday. I'll be back on Sunday afternoon, I think. Plan to anyway. Gonna do a TDF wrap-up, whatever's left, right? We'll have to spend that day. I believe that is the last day of the tour, though. If I'm right, it should be the 24th. I can't see it from here. Okay. Yay! Kay and Veggie, take care. See you later, y'all. And have a good start to the weekend. Bye.